Are we on? Alright, here we go. And we're back with another episode of R&R. I'm your host, Jamerson, Ballard. Happy Monday, everybody. What's up, man? Man, what's up to the rant gang? Yeah, the little rowdy ass youngsters out there. And a shout out to the Capital Letter Club, all the distinguished capital letter types. Man, how you doing, man? Yeah. We gonna give it a few minutes and let the live load up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? To see what's going on. But yeah, man. Today has been rough. But it's cool because that's how I like it. You know what I mean? It's been a rough day, man. Yeah, it's at the end of Black History Month. And, it was a little bit of a challenge earlier today with a particular business owner who happens to be of the Caucasian descent, which isn't a problem to me. You know, it felt like suspected white supremacy energy. Shout out to Tariq for the term. But I could be mistaken. You know what I'm saying? My nigga senses be going off sometimes. And it don't necessarily be off. It just, I don't always know what the reason is. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I had to push something that was probably about the size of a Volkswagen Beetle without the top on it with no tires in the back of a truck to get it close enough so that bruh can jack it up with a forklift and take it up to the situation. But he wasn't finna help me. He wasn't finna get off that lift and help me. He was just looking at me. And it burned me up a little bit because I know how I am. And I can't sit and watch another man work that hard knowing I can give him some help and, make his life a little easier. Because it was definitely a two-man job. But, we a little bit taller over this way. So maybe dude thought he got it. And he wasn't wrong. It's just, I got a little bit irritated. Now, being a business owner, I understand that sometimes you don't feel like, that the physical labor part is on you. That's not your thing no more. You got people that work for you. That's cool. Me personally, I don't subscribe to that. I'm not finna ask nobody to do nothing I wouldn't do myself. And that's just kind of what it is. But we was able to move past it. And I remember my mantra was newly developed anyway. And that is simply, this is a joy that you cannot destroy. Not with your lowercase energy, not with your regular nigga energy. Because regardless, your actions ain't gonna dictate my overall emotional weather. It's still joyous over this way. Regardless if you boyish over there, you know what I mean? So after I snapped out of that and got back to myself, I honestly had an attitude of gratitude because it gave me the topic for the day, which is simply, what don't kill you? See, what don't kill you, it make you stronger. But see, nowadays, a lot of people don't want to go through nothing. If you had a choice, you wouldn't go through nothing. You know what I mean? Because you comfortable. That shit hella weak. Comfort is for regular niggas. You know what I'm saying? Because there's three type of people out here, right? There's lowercase niggas, regular niggas, and capital letters. And it take a minute because for a long time you don't know what you is, and at that point you kind of like just a regular nigga. You just existing. You ain't finna turn nothing down, but you ain't finna turn nothing up either. You just in the mix. Lowercase niggas is more like scavenger types. Scheme, scandalize, or just lazy parasite types. You know, the type of nigga that steal from his mama, shit like that. You know, backdoor his partner, tell a nigga he love him and then try to rob him, type shit. Scandos. You niggas irritate me. But knowing that they out there keep me tight. You know what I'm saying? Keep a nigga game tight, man. You gotta keep your game tight, man. You know? Cause what don't kill you, make you stronger. And you know, we got the capital letters who, I don't know if it has to be explained, but just people that cut their own path. It don't necessarily need to be assigned no assignment. Me personally, I don't necessarily like being told what to do. And so because of that, I'm very assertive with my activity. You know what I mean? A lot of people want to own businesses, but you need somebody. You need somebody to show you what to do, to tell you what to do all the time. You're not a capital letter. You're a regular nigga. You always need to be told what to do or placed. You definitely not no capital letter. Like I said, capital letters cut their own path. They do what we want to do. And I mean, you know, it's best when you, man, what's up, Ronnie B? What's up? Now that sir is a savage and has made a magnificent transition, bro. I mean, y'all don't hear me speak about my higher power as much as I would like to on here because I don't want to offend nobody, but praise God, bro. Bruh, savage. Still. But for the Lord now. Wow. Because I could have never told you, Ronnie, boy. But anyway, back to the topic. So yeah, capital letters definitely do what they want to do, not what they can. You know what I mean? So, I mean, you know, R.I.P. Mac Dre, because people like that influence. You other niggas just get influenced. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, rough day. Just got through eating big salmon. Like the fresh kind though. Like the wild caught though. Like not the farm raised. You ever be in a grocery store, right? I mean, if you ever look at salmon, you'll see like this bright red salmon and then you see the little pasty color kind. That's you regular niggas. Because that's that farm raised. It ain't going through nothing. It's in the barrel, just moving around, ain't trying not to get ate. It ain't going through, they ain't swimming upstream, it ain't going through nothing. You see that bright red though? That one. I want that one. Because that's how I'm living. I'm going to eat that because I'm going through that. I need that. I need the energy that brings out, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're not necessarily what you go through, man, but it's not what you go through, it's how you go through it. Anyway, I got a couple of little, you know what I mean, things to address because, like, it's been crazy out here. The weather has been ridiculous. I had a assignment yesterday. Young man that I interviewed earlier, RJax, had a pop-up that was supposed to happen, but we had to cancel it because it was like tornado watches and things like that. So it's about that time of year out here. I heard out in LA they was going through extra shit too though, like snow type shit. Like that's not usual. That's very strange. And so, you know, hey man, I don't know. It might be a sign of the times, cause my allergies ain't kicked up or nothing. Usually when it's about to be spring, I'm sneezing like. But anyway, yeah, get in your word, man. Get in there and figure out what God wants from you. I mean, you know, because that's my high power. And, you know, you can do what you want to do, but I'm going to keep it real with you, man. Everything else ain't going nowhere. Anyway, it's not my job to offend nobody because that's not what it's about. I'm just saying, you know, get with your higher power. Mine's is El Shaddai, though, just so you know. Anyway, it's rare to see somebody that really, you know, don't mind going through what they need to go through to get what they need to go and cut the path, or just like find the one that's least traveled. Everybody want to go with what's already going on. You know, I was going on keeping it G. It's we just talking about how these regular niggas out here making it hard for niggas like us, man, because they just existing and they really just in the way. But a lot of people try to scam their way through, scheme their way through, sex their way through. You know what I mean? It's really rare for a person to actually do the work that is necessary to be, you know, the person that they need to be, and to get cut on and you know, possibly damaged. But it's like iron sharpens iron. You know what I mean? And it's not what you go through, but what we was talking about is how you go through it, man. You know, who are you when things don't go right? Today's been a rough day for a real one, man. But we talked about emotional intelligence in the episode previous to this. And a lot of times in life, man, you know, especially when you out here dealing in the professional world, you got to put your feelings up. You can't just do what you want to do all the time. But when you cut, you set yourself up to where you can do what it is that you want to do all the time. You know what I mean? And then you still make the decision to do what's best. You know what I mean? So it's a little bit late. I'm drawing it out a little bit, man. I got some new product in, man. My shoe dropped today. I mean, it came in, and I mean, I'm finna unbox it right quick just to show y'all what it is. The box hella big, by the way. But anyway, I'm gonna show you the shoes. The shoes came in. I mean, the kicks is like, they righteous. They righteous. All right, boom. When you get your pair, they're gonna come like this with the paper and the plastic. Stuff. It's Italian leather. It's quality. They wet. That's him. You know. Support black business and all that. And shout out to Tariq, man. Tariq Nasheed's museum came over this weekend, man. If you ain't up on Hidden Colors, what are you doing? Where you been? The Hidden History Museum is a thing. It's owned by, produced by black people, foundational black Americans. Just so, you know, we know what we dealing with. You know, I know a lot of people feel like we don't got no culture, et cetera, but we are great people. Black history didn't just start with slavery. We've been like this. Brett said it would never know alligators in Italy. So who you think they getting them? Where they getting them from? Africa. How they got them up there? And come on, man. So anyway, you know, Kanye made a little deal with Adidas for like 500 mil to sell the rest of his shoes or whatever. He got like 5 different pair that ain't made it out. I mean, you know, classic example of just like letting your emotions get the best of you. I respect bro. I don't always see where bro going with what he doing, but I try to give people the benefit of the doubt, man. Things don't always go the way you want them to go, man. Like I said, today been a rough day, bro. But this is a joy that you can't destroy, right? And a real nigga had to call some audibles a few times, bro. Audibles are like change-ups, because things don't always happen the way you want them to happen, man. This show being this late wasn't supposed to happen like this. But you have to be able to adapt. You either gonna adapt or you gonna die. And a million regular niggas die all the time, but capital letters, you gonna have to do a little bit more to kill us. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing about being at certain levels, things fall apart, but you don't really know what you got until you can do what you gotta do to get it back. I mean, it's so much better when it's done without stepping on somebody else's toes. You know what I mean? At any rate, man, you gotta be careful how you treat people, man. You gotta be careful how you treat people. You don't know who you always dealing with. What's going on, 29? Nate, what's happening? Man, nigga Nate, dog, that's my nigga, man. Classic example. You know what I mean? Capital letter. Cutting their own path. Doing what they want to do out here. Creating a business. Being consistent. Had a job. But can create jobs now. You know what I'm saying? And that's not it's just how we are. It's gonna happen. Keep winning, man, because a sucker ain't gonna be able to hang around you that long, because they probably mad. Hopefully you didn't inspire them, but we got a deep appreciation for haters over here, for real. I appreciate my haters, man. Them niggas make me better. You know what I'm saying? The doubters and all that shit. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Because y'all views count too. Regular ass niggas. Anyway, ain't stopping shit. It's a lot of shit going on out here, man. Like I said, man, Tariq opened a museum. My man just popped in out there in Florida. I don't know how the weather out there, but how's the weather out there, bro? Like I said, LA got blizzards, damn near like snow situations. We got tornadoes going on out here. So, I had a little event that had to stop. And we're talking about audibles, man, and how things go bad and you have to get it back sometimes. It don't always go smooth. It's almost better when it don't. It's almost better when it don't go smooth. I'm starting to like when it fall apart, to see how skilled I am at keeping it pushing. You feel me? Anyway, you got to be careful how you treat people, man, because you never know who gonna be who in this world, man. Shout out to the ugly bitches. Shout out to y'all, man. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody really ugly, but I'm saying, like, we really fuck with underdogs over here. You know what I'm saying? We make losers and the winners over this way, man. Yeah. Shout out to the Cuddy. I'm drawing a blank right now, bro. But the dude that used to be on a lot of Mac Dre shit, doing the ad-libs. Ronnie B, who is that, bro? Can you remind me right quick while you in here? At any rate, I'll come up with it in a minute. I think it was Mac the Most or something like that. Yeah. Anyways, you gotta be careful how you treat people, because you don't ever know who's gonna be who out here. And right now, it's a chick that's making like the news lightweight for getting clowned by Michael B. Jordan earlier, or like later in the week, last week. L'Oreal from the radio show, The Morning Hustle, was interviewing Michael B. Jordan, and cause he got a new movie coming out, Creed 3, that he directed, right? I guess they went to school together, right? But I guess she was cutting him down when he was younger. Brother had no mustache, he ain't had no muscles and shit, so you know what I mean? She probably did him bad. She light-skinned, you know what I mean? She probably felt like she was doing something at the time. Cut Brett down, said he was corny. He ain't never forget that shit. I mean, he ain't really go bad on her. He just, when you get hit like that at a certain age, it's going to do one or two things to you. I mean, even in the older years, you can get hated on in a way. You can get hit with shit, and it can do one or two things. It's gonna make you a weakling or a monster. Pac went through the same thing with Quincy Jones' daughter. Kind of got on him like he was a square. Bruh, sabbed out. You know what I'm saying? You can go too far, but you know what I mean. At the same time, man, what you gonna do? Because a lot of you niggas, you younger niggas, man, they be hiding from you, running from it even, trying to get away from you. Don't want to get no job, don't want to go through nothing, bro. You lazy. That's weak. Stop that shit, man. Cut that shit out, bro. You know what I mean? Because that shit don't get you no respect out here. You know what I mean? It's a jungle out here. Hey, what's going on? Yeah, it's a jungle out here. So yeah, you know what I mean? Stop playing, man. I seen a fashion show that was so lame. Boy, they had so much, boy, I don't know what fashion is doing. It's out of there. A good friend of mine showed me a poster out here of like a gay man in the bikini section, but you know they was black. Which is, it should tell you something. I feel like if they can get us going, they can get everybody else going. And we spend a lot of money. You know what I mean? So, with things like Tariq got going on, you'll see that we can do something different. We were designed to do stuff different. They're not going to show it to you. They're going to make you think that you less than, and that you're a lowercase, but you're not. You're not regular, especially if you're over here, you know what I'm saying? This is real information and real entertainment from a real one to a real one. So, just stay tuned, man. Be careful how you treat people, because apparently, Michael B. Jordan embarrassed a chick named L'Oreal on the red carpet because she used to call him corny. And now he doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? That's real. Thank you. I appreciate it. So, yeah, man, we did the reveal of the sneaker, if you missed that part, right? We talked about the weather, and we talking about having some get back, man. Don't be scared, man. Don't be no weenie, man. Shout out to my nigga Blaze, man. Straight up. Shout out to all the crack fast people, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Anyways, now it's time for the segment of the show that we all know and love, man. But we hate it because it shouldn't be. I shouldn't even be this. I shouldn't have to say this, but it's what it is, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, don't be a weirdo. Yeah. And on this week, we got something that's kind of irritating to me, man, because, it's more than irritating, but it's happening, and it looks like it's becoming more prevalent as the time progresses. It got some other shit going on out here, man. I think the Pope said something reckless like there's a special place in heaven for the pedos. And that's disgusting. That's not cool. But yeah, we got something strange for you today. I mean, there was a couple of it wasn't as much competition as it was last week for weirdness. But this week we got something that's it's a little bit hurtful to talk about. But it's something that needs to be recognized and eradicated. It's a pastor by the name of Matthew Reber out here in Chickasha or something, kind of in the sticks. But bro got 5 counts of lewd acts with a child. That's not cool, bro. They gonna get on him. I mean, he gonna have a rough time inside. But that should be more than against the law, man. I tell you what also needs to be against the law for real though. I mean, it's just like maybe having a significant and no revenue. You know what I mean? Like, or because then you can't have a kid without bread, and you can't, and then even having a dog with no bread is like, it should be against the law, bro. You know what I mean? That's damn near animal cruelty. Some of you, it's not some of y'all, but it's people out there that love their dogs more than just a little bit. And that type of stuff should be labeled animal cruelty. But they making that normal too, from what I hear. So, I mean, it ain't no safe place, man, but we trying to create an environment of real ones that don't do any of that, anything close to it. And if anybody around you is on that or doing anything like that, and you're not making their life uncomfortable, you are not a member. You might as well turn my shit off, because I don't even, that's not cool. Anyway, like I said, man, but if anything like that has ever happened to you, or you not a victim, you know what I mean? And there is life after. So don't give up, bro. Don't stay down. Get up and get all the way up, man. You know what I mean? Because life is going to give you some L's. It ain't about not taking L's. It's about how you take them. And then what you do with them afterwards. Because it's a cold world, bro. But yeah, if you take your L's and turn them into W's, it's like they never happened. So it ain't about not losing, because it don't matter how many times you lose. All it takes is one win to make it change everything. You know what I mean? You know, don't talk down to yourself. You know, don't disrespect others, but don't allow no disrespect either. You know what I mean? Stand up. There was this one dude that used to work with us. Brad was a super Christian, which was amazing. But it was these things that was happening that was making him, he was almost being bullied. And, you know, we would try to encourage him to stand up for himself. So you ain't gotta be no weenie because you saved, bro. I'm saved, but I'll beat your ass. And I got this shirt to prove it. So if you need a shirt, holla at me. DM me. I'll get you one too. I don't know if you remember, I posted this. It's in my Instagram. You can go down there and see. I might repost it. And rock with the shoes, man. Like I said, they expensive, but they not no bull crap, man. It's all leather, 100% Italian. For those of you who be on that. And, you know, treat yourself. Don't cheat yourself. You understand what I'm saying? Get you some get back like an alley cat. Don't take no L's laying down. Get back up, stand up, and stay up after that. You know what I mean? But don't be scared to take none. Don't be scared to take risk, because you got to risk it to get the biscuit. You understand what I'm saying? But, you know, don't be an idiot. And definitely don't be a weirdo. So, that's been tonight's episode. I am Jamerson Ballard. Hashtag keep going with a Q. You know what I mean? Check me out. My Cash App is $SuperStee, SuperStee. If I've done anything to help you, or gave you some game on something, or if you just feeling generous, because like I said, I ain't doing this for no bread. It ain't about that. But each one gotta teach one, and it ain't really no solid dudes out here. And if you don't got one in your life, this can be that for you. You feel me? So if I helped you, shoot me some. If nothing else, shoot me a like, shoot me a line. You know what I mean? You can DM me. I will respond. You can leave in the comments something that you've gone through recently and that you overcame. You know what I mean? And just be inspired, bro. Shout out to the Red Gang and the Capital Letter Club, man. This has been today's episode. Y'all have a great week. Good night.